So, the 1975, I'm sure you guys heard of them. One of the biggest like indie pop, rock, emo bands of all time. They formed in 2002 in Winslow, and I think now they reside in Manchester. So apparently the band had a really slow start because it took like a decade to release their first EP. But the reason for that is because they were shopping it around to like major labels, and apparently none of them wanted anything to do with them, which is crazy. And it kind of goes to show that like labels don't really know what they're doing half the time. But that's a different conversation. I also forever loved the first album that came out. There's just so many songs that were like, just to me, iconic. There's Sex, Robbers, Chocolate, obviously, Hard Out, Settle Down, Girls. Did I say Girls already? So today I'm just gonna focus on like the first two albums that they did and kind of create a song similar to that era. Some of the elements that I think make a 1975 song is probably 1, good drones, 2, clean, plucky guitars, 3, indie live drum sounds, and 4, the occasional saxophone solo. Which I'm not going to add today, but I think you guys will get the idea. So, here's how to make a 1975 beat. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is probably find the BPM and then maybe get some drums going. Let's do 114 maybe. So one of the things I love to use is Arcade by Output. And within that, there's like a bunch of sounds within Arcade, but the main ones I really like to use is something called Particle. And sometimes you can find like really cool textures and cool like drones. Alright, so I'm probably going to layer a bunch of drones. So the first one I'm going to do is literally just use that. And just going to press one note. I'm going to just have this all the way through like 4 bars. I'm going to go over to the OB6 and I'm going to try making a drone kind of on my own. That's kind of cool. I'm going to duplicate the synth part and maybe reverse it and see kind of like how that sounds. I might like it reversed more, honestly. I'll keep the original one that I recorded, but for now I'm just going to mute that one and kind of maybe save it for later. So I like that as a drone, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is probably drums. I think the 1975, they record all their drums in like a professional studio with like a drum kit and everything. But, you know, for me, I don't really have that right now. And I'm just going to use samples that kind of like sound similar. Alright, like this kick. Let's go for a snare. Oh, this one's pretty good actually. Let's see.
Thank you very much.
That's kind of cool. I'm going to add that. That kind of adds like a little electronic flair to the drums. Break it up like this. Cool. I'm going to add some reverb to the snare just because a lot of their drums kind of have like a room sound to it. So maybe I'll do it to the whole thing, honestly. I think the next thing we're going to do is add some either bass or guitar. I'm not really sure yet.
That sounds bad. Nice.
Sweet, let's try some guitar. Alright, I like that idea. So I like what I played on the guitar, but right now it kind of has like just a DI sound. So let's add some distortion and see how that sounds first. So far I'm just going to keep that for now and see what happens, but let's try to add some more guitar. Kind of like that. I like that. Let's try adding that guitar part. I might save that part for the chorus though. Alright, so I kind of chopped up and like took the best parts. I basically comped my own guitar part that I just did. Alright, so what I added was a guitar rig by Native Instruments, and I like using that because it kind of has different presets of like amp emulations. So I'm going to add some EQ to try to take out some of those harsher frequencies. Maybe if I add some chorus actually, that would help. Instead of like taking out the harsh frequencies in the EQ, I actually liked it also because it added energy, but it was a little too much. So I think to compensate, I added a chorus plugin, which kind of just fixed everything. All right, I'm going to try the OB6 again because I think I found a good synth bass sound. So I like that. I'm going to add a little bit more to the drums. I think I'll reverb this one every fourth snare that hits. What if I pitched it up? I like that actually. Maybe add some delay too. It'll just become like one of those affected kind of snares on the fourth. I think we just need some like hi-hats. So with that loop, I actually like the open hi-hat part, but I don't really like the pattern. So a lot of the times I'll just find loops, but like the best part in loops, and I'll cut them out and I'll kind of create my own loop using, 2 or 3 different ones like stitched together. So I like those two kind of together. Add all the drums together, just see how that sounds. Let's try more guitar. Alright, so I'm going to try some like super reverbed out guitar, because maybe I'll just add some like kind of different textured drones on top of the drones we already have. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Alright, I'm going to try to add some like high shimmery guitar. So yeah, I think that's kind of how you make a 1975 kind of styled song. I'm going to arrange it and then I'm going to show you guys the final result right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And let me know in the comments below what video to do next. So if you guys want to expand your music production skills, I made a video on how to make a Steve Lacy beat right over here. So make sure you guys check that out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.